Christopher Windom, and I'm playing the role of the director.
Yeah.
My name's Shannon Murphy, and I'm faculty here for musical theater. I'm the head of dance and movement, and I'm also choreographing a chorus line.
I love this show so much. It is an interest of mine from a very young age, from listening to the cassette soundtrack of it pretty much on a nightly basis when I was a kid, and then I had a chance to perform.
Yes. Who did you play in the chorus line?
I played Richie.
Yes. Okay. Period.
Give me the ball.
Yes. Okay. For real.
But to have several experiences of performing in the show, but then to have an opportunity to direct it here, how could I say no?
Right. It's like your legacy.
This is the first time I've ever choreographed something that would be considered like a legacy work. So I'm sort of taking Michael Bennett's work and trying to enliven it. And it's sort of like making sure that this archive continues to live and breathe. So I'm working as closely to the original choreography as I possibly can. But luckily for me, the assistant choreographer who's had been in the show multiple times, and the director has been in the show multiple times. So it's a very collaborative process where like I'm sort of like spent a lot of time at the Kennedy Center this summer watching the archives, interviewing as many people as I could find that have been in the show to feel like what the process was. But then I get to be in a studio with the two of them and they help me out.
The challenge of directing any show is the challenge of time. How do you take whatever time you have to get the most impact for the show and the storytelling? It also means dance is an art form that requires time and repetition. You have to get to that point where we say it's muscle memory, that you're able to go to that next level of interpretation, which is storytelling and expression.
So there's like a very 70s style to a lot of the show, and some of it has become so, I would say, like iconic that we use those ideas later on, but to kind of come at it and try to live it as if it's this like fresh expression or in the moment expression, I think is a real challenge. The show is hard. It was hard for me to learn, it's hard for me to teach. How do we like kind of stay in the discomfort of the technical challenge of performing this choreography and then the narrative challenge of making sure that choreography takes us through a story?
I think the biggest inspiration for me is probably something the audience may not get to see, which is our interaction with the students, who are the actors and artists in this production. And the thing that you require as an artist, particularly as a dancer, is that transference of knowledge from one generation to the next. My hope and prayer is that the show will be amazing, it will be what it is, but my hope and prayer is that the actors, the students, really get some skills and tools and the experience of legacy that will carry them throughout their professional lives or wherever their lives take them. The show comes with a very specific kind of dedication. It is dedicated to anyone who has ever danced in a chorus or marched in a step anywhere. So really it's a show for so many people, not just dancers, but for everyone. And I hope everyone can see themselves in some aspect of the show.
In some ways, the show kind of is a mirror to what it's sort of like to be an MT student right now. Just kind of like that feeling of the pressure of an audition, that feeling and pressure of like being seen, and sometimes our artwork and our identity get so like wrapped up together. And so to have a whole show sort of hold space for like seeing the people that often don't get a name in the show, like here's the ensemble list of humans, you know, but to really like get to know them and be with them and get to tend to their story and their humanity feels really important.
So nice.